Lying on your back, knees are squished into your heart. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale with a sigh. Another deep breath comes in, filling your belly with air. And exhale. Keep your eyes closed and your breath will just breathe through you normally now as you start to simply rock your body from side to side. So nothing fancy. You're just shifting your weight around, noticing how your lower back is feeling. Then take your hands and place your hands onto your knees and make circles with your knees. Circles with your knees. Let's try 3 in each direction. We'll really take a little bit of time to ease into the movements today. Good. And now hug your left knee in towards your chest. So your hands interlace around the left shin and straighten your right leg out. Let your shoulders and head and neck soften. Take a deep breath in. And a big sigh, a big exhale for wind relieving pose. Any kind of digestive discomfort can be eased right here, right now. 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Now take your right hand to the outside of that left thigh and cross it over your body. You might get a little symphony of sounds in your spine. You take your left elbow down onto the floor, bending at the arm here so it's not too much strain in the shoulder joint. And take the kind of breath that really fills you up. You feel like you're blowing up a balloon right underneath your rib cage. Brilliant. Carve your body back through center, bend into your right knee so that now your left ankle is across your right thigh and your hands can come in front of that right shin, or maybe your hands are behind your right thigh. And instead of staying still, you might rock your pelvis around a little bit again, uncovering some really sweet spots here. Nice work. Unwrap your legs. Reach your legs up to the sky. Reach your arms up to the sky. I know it feels silly, but just shake out. Shake out all your limbs. Shake, 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 shake. And then squish your knees back in towards your chest. Catch the backs of your thighs or maybe the outside edges of your feet. Here's happy baby pose. Now it might stay flat if that feels grounding and right for you today. Or maybe you rock your happy baby pose side to side. Maybe you extend your right leg as you roll to the right, creating a little bow and arrow shape, and then try that with the left leg as you roll to the left. Finally, lower your left leg down, interlace your hands in front of your right shin. Here's wind relieving pose on the right side. 3 big breaths. You start to feel your nervous system calming down, I hope. And your digestive organs calming down alongside it. Good. Take your left hand across that right thigh. Bend into your right elbow as you cross your right leg over your body. So you're in this really juicy, twisted shape. Finding those big, bold breaths. Amazing. Curve your body back through center. Bend into your left knee and take your right ankle across that left thigh. Here's thread the needle. Accessing some of those tighter tissues in your Psoas in your hip joint. Maybe you move your bum and your body around a little here. Good. And now release your legs. Take the soles of your feet together. So it looks like Baddha Konasana or butterfly pose. See if you can grab the outside edges of your feet and hug your heels in towards your pelvis. Tuck your chin into your chest. Take a big breath in. Exhale, let everything go. Another deep breath in through your nose. And exhale. Brilliant. Place the soles of your feet down onto the floor. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. And stretch your fingers high, so high that your shoulders lift up off the floor. Then plug your shoulders back down into your mat. And try that a few more times. You're releasing your shoulders from the shoulder joint and then returning them back down. Good. Now place your elbows flat on the floor. So they're in what we would call goalpost shapes or little L shapes. Palms are flat on the floor. The backs of your hands flat on the floor. Then lift your hands up and start to draw the bottoms of your hands, your palms towards the floor. And they might reach, they might not. But your elbows are staying in that one place the whole time. Yeah? So you're just lifting and lowering the arms up and down. Good. Do 3 more just like that. Now place your hands down alongside your body. Flatten your feet down on the floor. Your knees are bent. Take a deep breath in. Just stay here as you inhale. And with an exhale, could you lift your pelvis up to hip height? Feel that out. Release right back down. Good. Spread your toes wide as you start to pulse your body up and down just to a hover. So it's the exhale that brings your pelvis up, the inhale that lowers it to a hover. Pulling up and down into these nice little bridge pulsations that are all glute work. So all of this is coming predominantly from your back line. You'll feel it in your quads as well. If you start to feel it in your lower back, engage your glutes and your quads and try to reset the focus down there. Let's keep going. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, hold your pelvis up high. Hold it here, stabilize, and open your knees 2 inches out. Pull your knees back in. Hands are down on the floor. You're just opening and closing your knees for 10, 9, strong through your bum, 8, 7, 6, you've got it, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down halfway and pick it back up. I always feel like I'm in an 80s fitness video when I teach Pilates, especially when you see it on the screen. Like I think it was, who was it? Suzanne Summers. No, someone taught in like skin tight fluorescent clothes. That's what this reminds me of. The next time you come up to the top, hold there and try those pulses again. So your knees aren't opening wide. This isn't like a big, big movement. It's tiny. They're tiny tucked in pulses. And for fun, can you try to make them a little faster? But if it causes back pain, slow it down. Keep your bum lifted. Like you could even take your hand to your lower back and pick it up so it doesn't fall down to the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower your spine to the floor. Good job. Hug both knees in towards your chest and just rock from side to side. Yeah, and now take your right leg, reach it to the sky. Take your left leg, reach it to the sky, and just pedal out those legs. Like you're going nowhere fast. Pedal out those legs. Yeah. What a simple movement that feels so good when it's not bound by a bicycle or like a Peloton app, right? You're not trying to race or compete. Good. Could you take your bicycle motion in the opposite direction? And as you do it, make sure your torso is really strong and steady. It's not rocking from side to side. Beautiful. Engage your core, set your knees still right above your hips. Tap your right toes down and pick them directly back up. Tap your left toes down and pick them back up. You're just marching your feet, one and then the next, the whole time making sure there's a gentle imprint so your lower back is connected to the floor. And let's add on. Reach your arms up. The next time your left toes tap, stretch your right arm back. Come back through center, tap your right toes, and stretch your left arm back. This works if your core is strong and steady. It causes back pain if it's not. You don't have to have big muscles to do this work, but you have to be conscious and aware of the stabilization through your belly. Good. Easy breezy. You might get into a more fluid movement, tapping one leg and then the other. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Hold your arms up. Hold your legs up. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And on the exhale, take your hands behind your head and lift your head, neck, and shoulders up off the floor. So your head, neck, and shoulders are pulsing away from the floor. Now on the inhale, just kick your right leg to a 45-degree angle. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, extend your left leg. Exhale, bring it back. That's it. You're just reaching and releasing one leg and then the other while suspending your body in this little crunch. Good. Let's go for 5. 4. Head is super heavy in the hands, like it's a giant bowling ball. 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Can you try kicking both legs out and bring them back in? Kick both legs out and bring them back in. The lower you go, the harder this is. Good. 4, 5. Double leg stretch. 4. I'm shaking. Are you? 3. Keep going. 2. Last one. Good. Hold it here. Knees above your hips. Part of Pilates is adding on. Can you do tiny little crunches, lifting your head, neck, and shoulders a few inches up? It's like a pulse for 10. 9. Think about belly button to pubic bone. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Lower down to the floor and rock your knees from side to side. Doesn't it feel good to feel strong? All right, let's roll on over to our left side. Come on over to your left side. Take your left hand in your head, stack your knees, heels, and just start to pulse. So lifting and lowering your legs. You got it. These are clamshells, really traditional Pilates stretch. And the movement doesn't have to be big. If you feel pain in your back, can you try pinning down through your left hip and through your left upper rib? So you could almost slide a little piece of paper underneath the left side of your torso. Yeah. The next time that leg comes up to the top, just pulse there. Pulse it up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No problem, right? Lift up your right foot and now tap your knees together before tapping your heels. Knees tap and heels tap. Alternating knees and heels for 10. Good. 9, 8. You can definitely lay the head all the way down. 7, 6, 5, 4. Great job. 3, 2, and 1. Hold that leg at the top. Extend your right leg so your right leg is straight and it's on the same line as your left leg. Point your toes and draw that leg all the way back behind you without falling forward. And then flex your foot and drag the leg forward. Straight on top of the bottom leg. Point your toes and drive your leg back. That's it. A little rest here. You're just moving this top leg nice and slow, side to side. Let's try that one more time, just like that. Good. Now when your right leg comes back over your left leg, point your toes down and tap the floor, lift up. Tap the floor, lift up. Tap the floor, lift up. Keep going for 10. Yeah, 9. It's getting harder, right? Keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Take that right leg, bend your knee, put it right over your left leg. Give that hip a little squeeze, a little smush. Roll right over onto your back. And take your right ankle across your left thigh. Interlace the hands behind the left thigh. Oh, see what that hip feels like now after lots of deep glute work. Good. And before we come on to the other side, we'll try something else here. Set your knees just above your hips. Reach your arms forward, palms face down, lift your head, neck, and shoulders up off the floor. Now, variation 1, knees are above the hips. Modification, if that's too much, feet on the floor. If you want to get really challenged, extend your legs. Hardest mode is to straighten your legs and let them hover just above the floor. This is called the Pilates 100. We integrate breath with core work. So take a deep breath in. Exhale completely. Start clapping your hands. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the mouth. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through your mouth. 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Same pace. Maybe if it's too easy, you stretch out your legs. We're going to 100. Keep going. Halfway there. Find that rhythmic breath. It's a 5 breath inhale, 5 breath exhale. Exhales all through the mouth. You might start to make a shh sound with your breath. 20 more seconds. Can we do the last breath together? Inhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shh. Yay. Bring your knees into your chest and just rock from side to side. Really good. Stretch your arms up overhead, straighten your legs flat on your yoga mat. Get long, 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 long. Take a breath in. On the exhale, you're rolling all the way up. Tuck your chin into your chest, roll up, and when you get up, fold right over your legs. Fold right over your legs. Your spine will love this. You might rock left to right. Good. And then lift your heart and chest up. Place your feet flat on the floor. Take a little round, so a scooping action in your lower back. Send your hands forward. Inhale, reach your arms up and straighten your back. Exhale, scoop down. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to scoop down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale to scoop down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, scoop down and pause. Just your arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower your arms. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower your arms. 2 more. Inhale, lift up. Strong core. Exhale, lower your arms. Last one. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower your arms. Lift up your feet. This is Navasana, bridge pose. Now get out of the roundedness in your spine. Roll your shoulders back. Straightening your arms, maybe straightening your legs. Breathing here for 10. Static. Hold. 9, 8, 7, 6. You can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cross your ankles down, plant your palms, step back into downward facing dog. Huge ab and spine release. Spines you here. Let your knees sit down onto the floor. Set your hands under your shoulders. Inhale, loop your shoulders back. And exhale, puff and round between your shoulder blades. 2 more times like that before we come into our glute work on the left side. Amazing. Take your time, readjust your body, and come down onto the opposite side. So the left leg should be on top this time. Right away, you'll get settled, get started with those phalanges. Just opening and closing your top leg. Good. I read a study the other day about Pilates, and they followed this group of women and had them on a regime of doing 4 90-minute Pilates classes every week. Okay, so it was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And the women that were studied, when everything was all said and done, over a 10-week period, it had shown that the cognitive function of their brain had increased dramatically. And the study was all about memory loss and how doing things like Pilates, probably yoga or other exercises too, but this study was on Pilates, can actually really, really, really help with our cognition and start to shift our brains so that we're remembering things more regularly, we're tuned in. I thought that was a really cool study to explore. The next time your leg comes up, can you just pulse up and down? Good. And then lift that leg all the way up and start to tap your knees and your heels. And the reason I'm telling you about this study is so that you can understand, even when a shape or a stretch or a sequence feels very muscular like this one, there's a whole lot of other things that are happening that maybe we don't even know are happening. Good. You're hopefully starting to feel that work in your backside. Amazing. Take that leg, extend the leg out. The foot is flexed as it comes forward. Point your toes, send it back. It might just come aligned with your hip, or it might stretch back a little further. You choose. Waving that top leg to and fro without letting the rest of your body also move. Yeah. Keep going for 5. Maybe coming down onto your arm. 4. Good. 3. 2. The next time that left leg comes forward, can you internally rotate the leg and tap your toes down, lifting them up for 10. 9. This is your final push in this style of work. Then we'll do some more free flow yoga work. 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Roll down onto your back. Take your left ankle across your right thigh, releasing that outer glute, outer hip. Big breath comes in, and a big breath comes in. Nice job. Take your legs, catch the backs of your thighs, and if it's okay on your spine, start to roll up and back and forth. Once you get enough momentum, could you cross your right ankle over your left ankle, plant your palms, and shoot your body back into a downward facing dog. Take a big breath in through your nose. And exhale deeply out through your mouth. Simple movement here. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, pick your hips up, downward facing dog. Inhale, slide forward to plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. That's it. You're just floating your body back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. The next time you come forward to high plank, can you stay there? Drop your knees, drop your chin, drop your chest. Keep your bum high. Inhale, drop everything. Loop both shoulders back, lift your heart and chest up. As you lower down, move your hands off your mat. Place your fingers on the floor. Take your feet really wide. Inhale, lift your heart and chest up. Snaking your body up and down here for 3. Good. 2 more. Amazing. Last one. You've got it. Plant your palms, push your chest up and back. Downward facing dog. And when you get there, could you take your right leg and stretch it high, right away, opening at your hip. Look under your right armpit. Take a deep breath in. Big, big front hip stretch. Exhale, tap your right foot between your hands and lower your left knee onto the floor. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Let's twist here. Pressing down through the top of your left foot, rotate your torso to the right, and then slip your left elbow onto your right thigh. Try to get your thumbs to your chest. Plug your right shoulder back and look up. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. Good. Work your hands back down through center. Frame your right foot with both fingers, both hands. Lean your hips back and pick up that right leg. Your toes facing towards your body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hold. Stay here and breathe for 3, for 2, and 1. Plant that right foot down. Plant your palms beside it. Lift up your back leg and shoot back downward facing dog. Inhale, float forward to your high plank. Exhale, kick your hips back, downward dog. Just like before, you're flushing energy, moving back and forth. Good. The next time you come forward, same as we did before. Can you drop your knees, your chest, and your chin? Loop your shoulders back. Lift your heart and chest up with a normal-looking cobra. Then switch it up. Slip your hands outside your yoga mat. Perk up your elbows. Inhale, start to lift and lower. And you might play with a little rotation here, dropping one shoulder to peer over the other. Good. Try one more lift, one more lower. Collect your hands alongside your chest, push up and back, downward facing dog. Take that left leg, kick it high into the sky, but right away, bend into the knee, open the pelvis out, big, big hip extension, breathe into it. Slide your left foot forward and plant it between your hands. Drop down onto that right knee, the top of the foot is on, top of your foot is on the floor, and bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, rotate to the left. Now your right elbow cuts into your left thigh. Push your palms together to drive your ribs up. Sink deeper into that left knee. Breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Take your hands to frame your front foot. Sink your hips back, lift up that left heel. Breathe in and breathe out. Folding and breathing. 3 breaths. Could you drag your left foot back, plant your palms, push your hips high, find downward facing dog. In your downward facing dog, a really funky little twist. Plant your left hand, bring your right hand under your body, and see if you can catch your left shin. Pulling your gaze under your left armpit. If you need to bend your knees, that's okay. Breathe in here. And breathe out, switch sides. Your right hand grounds, the left palm catches the right shin. Look under your right armpit. Take a big breath in. And exhale, nice work. From here, lift your right leg up towards the sky. Come forward and tap your right elbow with your right knee. Lift back, right leg goes up. Come forward, tap your left elbow with your right knee. Lift back. This one's a little different. Bring your right knee towards your face and then drive your right knee towards your left elbow and straighten your leg. Straighten your leg out in between your left elbow and your right foot. Bring your right hand to the center of your yoga mat and roll onto the palm or the base of your left foot. Stretch your left arm up. Keep your hips lifted. Breathe in here. This is Fallen Star. Good. Breathe out. Take your palms down, root back, downward facing dog. Really, really beautiful shape. Inhale, flush it forward. You're going right back to your downward dog. Just two more like that. Easing the tension out of your body with slow flow. Next time you come to plank, lower all the way down onto your tummy. Take your hands behind you, scoop your shoulder blades and push yourself up. Bring your toes to touch. Glue your elbows to one another and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, rest your body, shake your bum, take a little break. Clench your palms, flex your feet, push up and back, downward facing dog. Here it is, last push, lift your left leg high, and now bring your left knee forward, tap your left elbow. Three-legged dog, come across, tap your right elbow. Three-legged dog, come forward, bring that knee towards your face, and then turn it over to your right elbow, straighten your right leg. Roll onto the bottom of your right foot. Lift your right arm up. Maybe it sweeps a little overside your head. Good. Hips are high. Big breath in. Exhale. Plant your palms, downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Thank you. Take your right knee, slide it forward. Here's pigeon pose. Lift up for the first moment. Lift up, 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 up. Exhale, lower down. 5 breaths. Good, good. Pick up your chest. Lean over to your right. Bring your left leg forward and step your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. Anchor both sit bones down. Take your left hand behind you. Reach your right arm up. Push into your left foot. Then rotate and take the right elbow across your left thigh. Looking back behind you. Breathing length into your spine for 3, 2, and 1. Pull it forward, take a counter twist. So come all the way over. Now stay here or slide that left knee over your right knee. Our forward fold will be here in shoelace pose today. So you can stay here or take your arms, reach them out and place your right arm under your left arm. Maybe give yourself a hug. Maybe tack the backs or the palms together of your hands. Reach your fingers up, squish your chins together, breathe in. Hug your chin and your shoulders forward, lean in. We're in a restful cow face pose for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Unravel. Take your arms, stretch your arms up. Unlatch your legs, lift your legs up, reach your arms alongside your body. Here's that boat pose we did before. Can you reach your legs into extension? Keep your chest lifted. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, cross your left ankle over your right ankle. It will feel funny. Plant your palms and step back to plank or down to downward dog. From downward dog, you're just slipping into pigeon pose on the left side. Your left leg comes forward, pick everything up for a moment. Sink down to the floor. Here's 5 breaths. Beauty. Walk your hands up, lean over onto your left hip, bring your right leg all the way around, and just place the sole of your right foot onto the floor outside your left thigh. Find your deep spinal twist. Move twisting to the right, peering back behind you, and breathing. Go ahead, move into a counter twist before you settle back at neutral and maybe take shoelace variation or just keep your legs where they are. Left arm would come under your right arm this time, finding your arm bind in cow face pose. Breathe in, lift your fingers up. Exhale, fold forward. Breathe here. Amazing. Unwrap your arms, stretch them back up. Lean back, Navasana, one final time with the option to either go straight down onto your back or try extending your arms and your legs out and then pulling them back in. Extending out to lower and pulling them back in. Just 3 times if you dare before you drop your feet. Readjust your bum and come all the way down onto your yoga mat. Getting there with just enough time to rock your knees from side to side. Rock your head from side to side. And either stretching your legs all the way out or creating a diamond shape with your legs for Shavasana, placing the soles of your feet together. Relax your arms alongside your body, close your eyes. 10 deep breaths. Either stay here or start to wiggle into your fingers and your toes before flipping your weight all the way over to the right side. Press your hands down into the floor and pick your body all the way back up to sit. When you do get to seated, take your left hand to the floor, reach your right arm up and over, looking down to the mat, maybe plugging your entire left elbow onto the floor. Breathe into that right side body. Take your time to slide over in the other direction. Make it all back up through neutral when you get there. Take the most underrated stretch, simple shoulder circles, rolling your shoulders around 3 times in both directions. Set your hands onto your thighs, let your chin fall towards your chest, take a big breath in, and just roll your left ear over towards your left shoulder. Slip your chin back through center, roll your right ear towards your right shoulder. And drop your chin through neutral. Start to lift your head and neck up. Bring your hands to your heart center. Set a prayer for you. For you. What do you need? What do you want to manifest? Big breath comes in and exhale. Namaste.